Hey guys, MarshallOrdnance.com in the bomb room today, and I have a unboxing for you guys that I wanted to share. I think that is quite cool, and it has to do with very early U.S. Army World War II or U.S. Army Air Forces World War II weapons technology. That's the M65 general purpose high explosive bomb, 1,000 pound, and this that I'm going to be opening is the BC-1158, which doesn't sound like anything too interesting, but it is the radio control box that was used for guiding a version of this bomb. Had an adaptation kit. It made the bomb called the AZON, or azimuth only, and it was the U.S. Army's, U.S. military's first precision-guided radio-controlled bomb. And here is the box. You can take a wild guess where we got it from. eBay of all places. But after about a decade of looking, we found one. I do not think that the seller knew what they had. At least if they did, they didn't talk about and mention what this box was used for. So I don't know how many of these survive. I think that probably can't be too many, because after World War II, the vast majority of all this type of equipment was obsolete, and so it would have been scrapped. So I don't know how many survive. I've been looking off and on for about a decade now, and this is the first one. I've missed probably 5 of them, but this is the first one I've actually been able to find while it was still for sale and acquire it. And it's quite heavy. I'm trying to figure out the best way to get it out of the box here. That's cool. So it's got an ink stamp on here, August of 1945. So it looks like it was manufactured right at the end, or just before the end at least, dropping the bombs on Japan. Okay, let's see if we can get this out of here without messing anything up. There we go. I have to give the guy credit. He did a great job of packaging it. Do not see any damage. All right. It's always scary when you get something that is this old and this rare and somewhat fragile. Fragile, as the Italians say, getting shipped. But if the person knows how to package it, it is all good. It is intact. No damage. Very well packaged. Okay. All right. Set this down. Stuff out of the way. Here she is. Grab the camera. Get this stuff out of here too. Man, no breaks. The glass is intact over the milliamps gauge. So you can see here, Signal Corps, U.S. Army, radio modulator and transmitter, BC-1158A. This particular guy is serial number 1677, And this equipment, almost all this equipment, was made by a company called Argus Incorporated. And switches seem to be functioning okay, as does the knob. This unit would sit down into a support bracket that would help absorb vibration while it was on the aircraft. And these were used on bombers, obviously, because it was carrying the bomb that would be guided by this equipment. We've got an original copy from 1944. The wraps are not original, but the manual is. Radio transmitting equipment RC-186, RC-186 T1X, June 1944. And this covers this radio control equipment that was used to guide the AZON guided bomb. Safety notice. Here we go. Here's the overall drawing of the components of the system. The radio modulator and transmitter BC1158. And the mounting I was just talking about is the FT499. But here it is. Here it is. Still missing and trying to hunt down the dynamotor. That's the PE186, this guy right here. And here's the actual control box, the BC1156. That guy right there that would control the bomb in flight. And here it is. AZON stood for azimuth only. And as the name indicates, it could control the bomb by controlling its control surfaces, and it was azimuth only, so it could control the lateral movement or side-to-side movement of the bomb. The distance in which the bomb could travel or the range could not be controlled on the AZON, but a later development called the RAZON, R-A-Z-O-N, for range and azimuth only. The distance or the range could be controlled on that bomb, but not on the AZON. Signal Corps U.S. Army Control Box, BC1156A. And this one was made by International Industries, Inc. So I'm not sure if Argus ever made the control boxes. I'm almost positive they did, but this is not one of them. This is an excellent original condition, and this would have been aboard the aircraft to be able to control the bomb in flight. These AZONs were used at the end of World War II in places like Burma and China. Here's some clippings from articles that you can see. This is the adaptation kit right here with the control surfaces on the back, that this system would be controlled via radio link. And that right there, the body, is the M65. This guy right here, 1,000-pound bomb. Here's one assembled. AZON bombs in action. Aerial photo illustrating the deadly accuracy of radio-controlled AZON bombs. First displayed to the public recently at Wright Field. Shows 3 of the AZONs knocking out Tongup road bridge in Burma, while uncontrolled bombs missed. The bridge was impassable for 3 large gaps left by the AZONs. Pretty cool original article there. And back to this manual that goes over the various components. Here's a nice large photograph of the BC1158 that we just received. Here's the control box showing its various functions. It had a plate on the side over here that could be taken off. Place AZON bracket here when not in use. So AZON, or azimuth only, like I said, it controls the lateral movement left to right, and so you would take this bracket off right here, as it's showing in this diagram. You take it off the side, and you screw it to the front, and that allows the joystick, or actually forces the joystick, to be moved left to right only, because the forward and rear functions were only applicable to the AZON. Here's the dynamotor that can, I believe it converted the voltage for the proper voltage for the radio transmitter. Here are the antennas that were mounted externally to send the radio signals to the bomb. And this manual goes into wiring diagrams. There's the face of that guy. And we have a wiring diagram in the back. Original 1944 manual, very hard to come by, but I just wanted to make a quick video unboxing on this guy. Very pleased to be able to add it to the collection. Put it here, manual with it, and the control box, all for the adaptation kit, which we're going to be going to the U.S. Air Force Museum, Wright-Patterson Air Force Base up in Ohio, Dayton, to copy the original. I think they might have one of the, if not the only original adaptation kits for the AZON bomb, or to turn the M65 into an AZON bomb. We're going to go there, take measurements. We've already talked to the curation staff, and they've given us permission, and we're going to make everything that this is missing to turn this bomb, this original M65, inert of course, into an AZON. We will display the control equipment with it. All right, guys, appreciate it. Hope y'all enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. And check us out at ordnance.com, and here's a quick clip for you.
For the Allies, the first effective precision-guided bomb was known as AZON. A tail assembly mounted to a 1,000-pound general-purpose bomb carried a radio receiver and a gyro stabilizer. A powerful flare helped track the bomb's fall. The operator's control stick could adjust the rudders and elevators as the bomb fell to its target. The bomber aircraft carried a radio antenna to transmit the bombardier's control signals to the AZON bomb. AZON required the aircraft to stay on the bomb run longer than normal so that the controller could observe the path of the bomb. AZON was not used in combat, but AZON, an earlier, less sophisticated version, was dropped on some bridges and dams. This first smart bomb proved to be 30 times more accurate than a conventional bomb.